forget that you can watch us on the go wherever you are. Speaking of YouTube, we're on there too. The 13WAM YouTube channel and FoxRochester.com. Mark Rochester returns after this.
Downtown Rochester's iconic Little Theater is celebrating a big milestone this Friday.
Yeah, it's known for showing unique films. The Little Theater turns 96 years old. Chris Lopez has been live there all morning exploring the theater and learning about membership options. Hey there, Chris.
Hey, what's up, guys? I have Adam to my right, your left, Scott to my left, your right, and I do want to get that out of the way. If someone wants to become a member, there are a few different options I know of, but how can someone become just a regular member?
They can go to thelittle.org/membership. A lot of good benefits. If you're a movie fan, you'll want to become a member. We have some free screenings on our birthday, Friday, October 17th. We have a free screening of Hail Caesar. It's sold out, but you can still come on down, still celebrate, watch a movie. Halloween night, we're showing The Ring, the Naomi Watts 2002 horror movie, one of the scariest movies that I've seen. And that's free for members. It's open to everyone, but if you're a member, you can get in for free.
And I have to ask either one of you, why Hail Caesar for the birthday?
We like to celebrate with kind of a movie about movies, and that's Coen Brothers, who I feel like everyone loves a Coen
Yes.
Brothers. It's got kind of a mystery, old Hollywood glamour. It's got everything.
George Clooney's in there as
Yeah,
well, I
an
believe.
incredible cast. Yeah.
Okay, looking forward, you guys, we were talking about Halloween. This whole month, you guys are showing different horror movies, but what's going on in the future? I mean, you guys have so much for so many different people. What else is on the horizon?
Well, we have one of the biggest movies of the years coming out, which is Wicked for Good. Opens Thursday, November 20th. We do have tickets for sale for opening week, and that's one where you'll want to get your tickets early. That'll be one of the more popular screenings we have.
And then this movie, I do want to point out here, there was a big billboard that you guys had out in the hallway. Can anyone tell me about this movie here? The poster strikes me.
So it's called Anatomy, as you can see. It's Daniel Day-Lewis, who retired, is one of our generation's greatest actors. He's coming out of retirement for this movie. So we've had it for a few weeks. It's probably going to close soon, but it's a legendary actor. So you don't want to miss any movie from Daniel Day-Lewis.
Where do you think movie theaters are going in the future? We have so much options, from Netflix, streaming, you name it for streaming. You also have piracy, all that going on. But you cannot beat a movie at all, a movie theater in particular. Where do you guys think that that's going?
Well, you can't replicate the communal experience of watching a movie with a packed audience on the big screen. Like, you can't do that in streaming. And plus, we do have the best popcorn, which I've not mentioned yet.
Can't beat
Little
popcorn
You can't get that at home.
Yeah, cannot beat that in a microwave at all. Do you guys have any fond memories of going to the movie theaters when you guys were kids? I mean, you guys work at one. And like I said, it seems like everyone here is so enthralled with movies. It's not really a 9-to-5 job. I get everyone needs a job, but to you guys, it seems like it's a bit more.
I feel like I'm cheating a little bit, but one of my fondest memories is seeing the Blair Witch Project, which I actually saw here. I think it was the first movie I ever saw at the Little, and it was early on, so it was at that point where like, there was those rumblings that people were like, is this real, is it not? And it was just one of the most intense experiences, and it has been, it stuck with me all these years later.
Man, Scott, what about you? Fond movie moment at a theater?
Well, as a kid, my birthday was during the summer. So every birthday in July, my dad would take me to see a movie, and that really influenced my love of movies and going to the theater to watch a film on the big screen.
You cannot beat that at all. I don't really have too many fond memories of watching a movie at home. They're just all forgettable, but going to the movie theater, you cannot beat that. Abby, though, I have to ask you, what is your favorite horror movie of all time?
Okay, well, I mean, I don't know if this would be considered a horror movie, but my favorite scary movie is Scream. A favorite horror movie, though? I mean, anything in the Conjuring series is. What are they saying? Sorry.
Another one. Conjuring. That's a good one.
Anything in that series.
Scott's favorite is Scream, so that's why I was saying that. And then so was Adam, so yeah. Right on the money with that one.
Yeah, what's not to like about it, right? It kind of touches on all of the classics, and it's funny, and it's also a slasher.
Comedy.
So checks all my boxes, Chris. Thank you. When Arc Rochester returns this morning, we are looking ahead to Rochester Rotary's upcoming fundraiser.
We're back on the other side of the break. We are experiencing some favorable fall weather, perfect for lacing up your running shoes or just enjoying a night out.
Yeah, this Friday, the Rochester Rotary Sunshine Camp is gearing up for its annual Trail Mix 5K and Beer Fest, combining fitness, local flavor, and a great cause. Joining us to share what's in store is Rotary Executive Director Tracy Dreisbach. Good morning. Thanks so much for coming in.
Yeah, thanks for having me. So excited to share what we're doing.
Well, you know, we look forward to this every year. It is one of those signs that fall is here. For somebody who's unfamiliar, you know, we've got to start with what Sunshine Camp actually is, the great work that you guys do. You know, I know it may seem like we ask you that every time, but there are people out there who don't know.
No, that's great. Thank you for doing that. So the Rotary Sunshine Camp is a camp that serves 2,500 children and adults with special needs through camping programs, residential camping programs every summer, free of charge to their families. And so we are not only a summer camp program, but we're also a resource throughout the year for other agencies to rent us out. So other churches, schools, nonprofits. This past weekend, we just had 89 adult campers out at Sunshine Camp doing an adult weekend, and they had so much fun, all the fall activities and just getting to enjoy coming together, seeing their friends and seeing their counselors that they've, you know, have built relationships and fun with as well.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
And so I want to talk now about the 5K and the Beer Fest going along with it. How did this idea come about?
Actually, it started several years ago from a Rotary president, Julie, and she wanted to bring more people out to learn about the camp because the camp has been around since 1922, but yet there's still people, as Abby pointed out, that don't know what Sunshine Camp is in the community. To the camp, because unless you attended the camp or have a reason to go to the camp, you really wouldn't have access to the grounds. So by doing this, we open up these beautiful trails. It's a 157-acre facility. You're going to run through and see everything that the camp has to offer, and then we finish up with a great food trucks. We have the dogs playing, a band. We have nine breweries, well, actually 8 breweries and 1 cidery that'll be there. We have a smoothie station. You know, we have Karma Waters donated water. So we have all these different things that'll be happening, and it's just fun. Fire pits and Adirondack chairs and just an opportunity to just enjoy the grounds too. It's not just a run where you grab your medal and you leave. It's a hangout, and we'll kick you out when we're ready for you to leave.
Like I said when we first started, it's a sign that fall is here. It just sounds like a great opportunity for people to get out and, you know, enjoy the very fall-like weather, help out a great cause. And it's a 5K and a 10K, correct?
Nope, just a 5K.
Just a 5K this year. So that's file video from previous years. Yep. So I'm assuming that this is something most people can participate in, correct?
Absolutely. Yeah, you can walk it. We have a lot of families that'll come walk it. It is a trail course, though, so it is definitely, there are roots and rocks and things like that. So, but other than that, if you don't, you can come cheer on the runners and be at the finish line and, you know, give them encouragement as they're coming through the camp. And that's always a great way to do that. And then just be there to help them, celebrate them. And, you know, then you can also just buy tickets to come to the Beer Fest portion. So you can do both.
Absolutely. And in terms of turnout, what is it like for you to just see that grow over the years as this event continues on?
Yeah, it's great to see. You know, and a lot of times I can see who are repeat runners as they register, but we're getting so many new runners and they're telling their friends. But then we have people who have been there coming for, you know, 3-4 years. And so they're like, this is one of my favorite races of the year. It's just, because I think it's more than just a race. It's not just going into a park and running. You're going to the camp. You're seeing what it means. There, you know, potentially your campers that and their families that are going to be there as well. And so you get to really see the impact that you paying to register and making that is actually making a difference. And you see it first out. And not to mention, we give you the best t-shirts ever. Abby will tell you. I tell her every year, this is her best t-shirt. It's the softest t-shirt ever. So it is the fun color. So it's the 5K. You know, all our sponsors are on the back. But it's, you know, you leave with the greatest t-shirt ever. And I wear mine all year long.
Yeah, it is really, really soft. And, you know, I always get compliments when I wear it, too, because it's bright and it's, you know, I don't know. And I think, for the most part, people that know Sunshine Camp, they know just how phenomenal it actually is and how important it is to the campers and to their families as well.
It does. It makes a difference. You know, it's not only providing a resource for the family or the kids to come to camp. You know, they're coming Sunday through Friday. They're staying. They're getting to see their friends. But you're providing a respite for their parents who are caretakers 24/7. And having a child with special needs requires a lot more attention and detail and maybe, physical demands on the parents as they help care for their child. So this allows them to have a week respite to just be able to recharge their batteries, as many of our families will tell us. You know, I took that time to recharge my batteries or read a book. That's not things that they often get a chance to do. So we're so happy to be able to provide that, since 1922 for families in the community. And, these events like this will help us continue to serve folks in the community as well.
And it's so important, so needed for anyone at home or a runner specifically who's like, I really want to join in on this. Do they still have some time to sign up?
Absolutely. We'll take in walk-in registrations that day as well. So yes, so please, you can go on to Sunshine Camp, our website, and register right there, sunshinecamp.org, and go ahead and sign up. But we're filling up fast, so I'd say please sign up today if you can.
Yeah. Very good. And for somebody interested in the Beer Fest portion of it, same deal?
Same thing.
Okay.
Right on the same website. Yep, sunshinecamp.org. Yep.
Very good.
Thank you.
Thank you so much. We appreciate it. As always, all of the race information will go over on foxrochester.com.
Hey, stick around. We've got so much more to come here on ARC Rochester as we continue into the 9 o'clock hour.
We're back after this. o'clock on this Monday morning, October 13th. Thanks for joining us on ARC Rochester. I'm Abby Fridmann.
And I'm Stephannie Joseph. Meteorologist Marty Snyder back with us once again. We're getting a check of the forecast and the answer to today's weather trivia.
That's it, trivia time. We're going very scientific this time. We're taking a look at the atmosphere, its composition. Want to know what it's made of, and specifically what is the second most common gas in the atmosphere. Your choices are hydrogen, oxygen, nitrogen, or methane, or methane, as some may say. We've been spelling theater with R-E this morning, so I figured we'd go with the British methane. So here are the choices, or here are the answers that folks have chosen. We have Cheryl with C, Lisa and Julie as well with C, and Eva and Janet with B. So it looks like C and B are the two.
So second
choices.
most is what's getting me, because like hydrogen, I would say, is the most. And I don't know.
Well,
I wanna say-
what was your initial thought? Because you sounded confident when we first started.
I did, but I shouldn't have.
It's all right.
I think that I will join the B people
Okay,
right now.
Yeah, that was my guess too.
okay. And that is correct.
Yes.
It is
Yay.
B. B oxygen.
Goodness.
So yeah, nitrogen is the most common gas in the atmosphere. That's about 3/4, about 78% of the atmosphere is nitrogen. But oxygen is only about 21%, so about a fifth of the atmosphere. And then the rest is methane's in there, different types of, say, helium, argon, different types of gases. Very small quantities of each of those are out there as well. But you got it. Oxygen.
Listen,
Choice B. Good work.
I went right back to earth science in seventh grade.
And that's it. That's all that information kind of comes back, and you knew it was going to help you out at some point.
Yes.
You didn't think it was going to be this far down the road, right?
Yeah.
But yeah, so that's the answer for the day. And also now we have the Muddy Paw outlook. We have Maggie hidden there next to the pumpkin.
Little Halloween
Yes, Maggie
decoration
there.
right there. Maggie.
Hiding under the table. I'm sure there are probably some people who just walked through the door, and that's why she's
Yeah,
sitting there
right.
getting ready to run under the couch or under the bed somewhere. But today, wet paws, one of those cases where we have a couple showers out there. Not a lot, but just enough to cause some wet paws. But I think for the rest of the week, we do dry out a little bit. Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday all look pretty dry, and we're going to see temperatures cool down a little bit as we head through time. But today's that day when we're starting off with just a couple showers out there that cause some wet paws, but that's about it. Today we're going to see what's left of those showers move out, so it's not going to be a long-term problem for us. We're going to see at least temperatures stay mainly in the 50s for a lot of the morning. With a breeze out of the east, it's just going to be tough to get temperatures to really move all that much. We're starting in the 50s. We'll end up near 60 for a high, which really isn't too far from the average high. It's just that we're starting off so far above the average low that we just don't have to cover that much territory to get up to that average high, and I think that's what we'll see today. But you can see a lot of rain all throughout the East Coast, especially Northeast, a lot of New England seeing that rain pull in, and even through central Pennsylvania, central New York, Hudson Valley as well. But we're ahead on the very western fringe of a lot of that precipitation. We've seen a couple showers pass through, still a couple inside Monroe County, but you can see the bulk of the activity mainly just to the east of Rochester, eastern half of Wayne County, eastern Ontario County, kind of like Route 21 and points east. They're seeing a little bit more rain than areas west of that line, and still a few more showers into southern Livingston County, a little pocket there that's staying a little more stubborn than others. But today we're seeing the cloud cover hold. Notice there's that low cloud cover, a couple showers occasionally trying to sneak through, but in general it's just that low cloud cover that's holding, and we're seeing temperatures hold pretty much where they have been for a lot of the morning up to this point. A lot of lower 30s out there. There's that breeze out of the east, really just keeping this cooler air in place and keeping the clouds pretty well entrenched. It's going to be tough to open up skies too much today. I think later tomorrow is a better bet. But today we're mainly in the 50s, a couple 40s sitting to the south, Warsaw, Grove, Cohocton, all in that very upper 40s range for their numbers, but mostly lower 50s, even a few mid-50s. You look west towards Medina, that could be a little sun that's trying to work in there. That may be one of the reasons why their temperature is a little bit higher than surrounding areas. But today, again, any of those few showers that are out there now, they break up. May see a few breaks of sun, especially west of town today, but in general, I think clouds hold on pretty well for a lot of the day, even into some of the evening hours. But notice during the evening, clouds at least try to open up just a little bit, not by much. I think longer term, we do see skies open up a lot more tomorrow. Notice how those clouds sink southeast. That'll put us back into more sun. So again, that's that better bet for getting into a little bit more sunshine then. And we keep some of that clear air around into tomorrow night as well. But today, about 61 for high. Again, not much of an increase compared to where we are right now, but that puts us up to about average for this time of year anyway. Down to 49 tonight. That's coming in about 5 degrees above average. And then tomorrow probably is going to be one of the better days this week where we combine some milder temperatures along with some sunshine returning, especially by tomorrow afternoon. I think skies open up. And then we start to cool down a little bit. And some of that's just going to be from that colder air that comes in behind that system that's on the East Coast, causing all the rain on the East Coast right now, but mostly 50s to finish off the week. And of course, yeah, right in time for the weekend. That's when those chances of showers try to increase a little bit for us, and temperatures mostly in the 60s then. So maybe a little bit of a trade-off where we warm up for the weekend, but there is that shower risk that kind of comes back into the picture then as well. But most of the week doesn't look too bad.
Yeah.
Looking all right.
It's the overnight lows. It's
cold
becoming
lows,
that
yeah.
time where it's hard to get up in the morning because it feels so cold. I don't know
yeah.
if the heat is on in the building yet, so I'm just kind of like, got to muster up the courage nowadays to...
I'm trying to delay that thermostat switch as long as I can.
Yeah.
We made the switch this weekend. It
blame
was time. Well, yeah, I mean, yesterday ended up being nice, but Saturday was just, it was very cold and rainy and, you know,
Yeah.
it was time.
Yeah, we had one of the windows open at our house yesterday, and I told the other person in my house, I said, you may not want to open that window because it's going to be cold at night. You want to hold that heat in.
Yeah.
So I won that argument. It wasn't much of an argument. I was worried.
Right.
You got to take those small victories where you can.
Right. Got to keep the house warm.
Exactly. All right, Marty, thank you.
Sure.
Time right now is 9:07. Much more to get to this morning on ARC Rochester. When we come back, we are taking you behind the story this morning.
And don't forget, you can watch us on the go wherever you are. We are streaming on the 13WAM YouTube channel and foxrochester.com. See you over there. We are back after this. 9:10, and we are going behind the story now as President Donald Trump is in Tel Aviv, Israel, addressing the Israeli parliament and meeting with hostage families.
This all follows a U.S. brokered ceasefire deal between Israel and Hamas. A total of 48 Hamas hostages and more than 1,900 Palestinian prisoners are to be released as part of this first phase of the ceasefire.
Discussions today are said to include how Hamas will disarm and who will be responsible for rebuilding, securing, and governing Gaza. Israel has said it will not agree to end the war unless Hamas disarms.
And with the eyes of the world focused on the region, people here in Rochester are also bracing for news as that ceasefire continues.
13 Wham's Daniel Finkelstein spoke with people in Rochester who hope for peace.
Mark Cohen and his family left Israel in the days after the October 7th attacks, safely returning to Western New York days later.
We heard the sirens. We immediately made our way back to our car. My wife, being seven and a half months pregnant at that time, was going as fast as she could, and we were going as fast as we could.
With the news of the ceasefire, Cohen now hopes to return.
I'm incredibly hopeful that there is recognition of how this war started, that the Hamas leadership that remains is held to account, and that the hostages are released so that a ceasefire ensues and we can get back to peace in the region.
After 2 years, Israel awaits the release of 48 hostages. 20 are believed to be alive. The first phase of a ceasefire agreement with Hamas. The news of the agreement is a relief for one local student activist who says their work is far from complete.
A path for meaningful self-determination for the Palestinian people has not yet been established on the international level. So we would like to continue work to see that be made a reality.
The Associated Press reports that roughly 11% of Gaza's population has been killed or injured. Kathleen Kern, who worked in the West Bank for years, said this.
Why is Palestinian life considered so disposable? And there's been also this, huge uprising in anti-Semitism too around the world, and that's very concerning as well. And
Monica Gabel of the Levine Center to End Hate in Rochester hopes for healing, saying many around the world and here at home wait with bated breath.
Hopefully all goes well, and not only will the hostages return home, but Gazans will be able to return to their homes, what's left of them, and then we can move forward.
Daniel Finkelstein, 13 Wham News.
And this has been a long time coming. I think when we all reflect back to that October, it's pretty shocking. 736 days later, and these hostages are finally free.
Yeah, that is for sure. And I know that for families, for example, we had one person here with a local connection to someone who was being held, two people actually, and they both were able to be released. The Siegel family, for example, it was just oftentimes people were holding their breath, waiting to see when they would see their loved ones. And for families in Israel, for example, there are 20 living hostages being released through this. And I know for them, they are celebrating a lot down there.
Yeah, absolutely. And Israel will be releasing nearly 2,000 Palestinian prisoners, and they will return to Gaza there. But you were taking a look at video there, and I think it's worth noting, too, that Gaza has mostly been destroyed. Back in April, the United Nations estimated 92% of residential buildings in Gaza had either been destroyed or damaged. I mean, just completely decimated there.
Yeah, just looking at those images, it really puts things into perspective for you, because this has been something that we've been talking about for 2 years now. And you hear about the humanitarian crisis that is going on there, people who are in need of aid, food, support. And we know that there are going to be some UN aid trucks that are moving into Gaza. 600 are an estimated expected to be there with food, medical equipment, and supplies very needed in that area. We know that a lot of times some people were rushing to get this aid, some of which may have been just dropping from the sky, for example, but it's been a challenge for people living there.
Absolutely. And it will be interesting to see how Gaza moves forward. We know there are going to be meetings today to discuss that. Of course, this is a U.S. brokered deal. President Trump spoke earlier today a little bit about this. I want to see if we can play this soundbite from him, obviously discussing the future here, and he called this a new era for the Middle East.
This is not only the end of a war. This is the end of an age of terror and death and the beginning of the age of faith and hope and of God. It's the start of a grand concord and lasting harmony for Israel and all the nations of what will soon be a truly magnificent region. I believe that so strongly. This is the historic dawn of a new Middle East. Generations from now, this will be remembered as the moment that everything began to change and change very much for the better. Like the USA right now, it will be the golden age of Israel and the golden age of the Middle East. It's going to work together.
And I think another important element to this is just the first phase of that 20-point peace plan. And I think a word or phrase that's been tossed around is cautious optimism, because there have been times in the past when we have heard about a ceasefire plan or some sort of action in place to stop the fighting, and then there's been a rollback on that, whether it's one side going ahead with fighting or something or the other. But we do know that, again, this is the first phase. I do want to play another soundbite from Trump, who was talking about how he believes that everything will work out in this plan.
It was a very unusual point in time, a brilliant point in time. Generations from now, this will be remembered as the moment that everything began to change and change very much for the better. Like the USA right now, it will be the golden age of Israel and the golden age of the Middle East. It's going to work together.
And again, still a lot to unpack here. Like you said, this is just the first phase here. I am confident that the families of the hostages are very relieved to have those people on their way back home. Celebrations erupting in Tel Aviv earlier today. Israel, by the way, says of the roughly 250 people taken during those October 7th attacks, 736 days ago, 48 are being turned over to Israel by Hamas. 28, sadly, are deceased, including 2 American citizens. And then, as you said just a few minutes ago, 20 are still alive. So as happy as I'm sure a lot of people are to have those hostages back, there is, sadness as well when you think of those who are not so fortunate and aren't coming home.
Yeah, that is absolutely for sure. I think one of the next things that people are looking forward to is what's coming next. What is the next step? We know that President Trump is in Israel. He's also expected to go to Egypt, and that's going to be crucial because there will be the Egyptian president, more than 20 other countries. They are expected to be there with the goal of agreeing to a peace plan. So again, we're supposed to hear about some more details. So for example, how Hamas would disarm as well. Just a lot still left to talk about here. But again, it's a really significant first step towards really ending this conflict.
Absolutely. Hard to believe that it has been so long. And by the way, there is a local memorial for those who were killed and captured on that October 7th terror attack here at home. That is planned for Thursday. That's at the Jewish Federation of Rochester on East Avenue. And I'm sure we're going to be talking about that as we get closer to that date and as we make our way through the rest of this week. In the meantime, still a lot to unpack here. But as you said just a few seconds ago, cautious optimism, I think, for most people when it comes to this deal right now.
That is for sure. Hey, stick around. When ARC Rochester returns, we are learning more about this past weekend's Big Shot project hosted by RIT.
We're back after this. 7:22, welcome back. It was a picture-perfect night in Orchard Park over the weekend. Thousands of people gathered to light up Highmark Stadium for a very special event.
Yeah, the stadium was the star of this year's RIT Big Shot Project, an annual event where volunteers use flashlights to illuminate a landmark while RIT photographers capture a long exposure image.
Joining us this morning to talk about how it all came together is Eric Kunzman, assistant professor at RIT and co-leader of the Big Shot Project. Good morning. Thanks for coming in.
Thanks for having me.
Let's get right into it. Tell us what the Big Shot Project actually is for somebody who's unfamiliar.
So it was actually started in 1987 by 3 professors trying to teach students how to light with long exposure, whether it's flash or flashlight. The first one was actually Highland Hospital. And one of the students, I think there was maybe 25 or 30 students, and one of them said, you know what, this is going to happen every year. And you know what, it's happened every year since. But it's really a long exposure. People at Highmark Stadium, it was more with flashlights. So what they were doing is just painting with light. Literally, it's like watercolor. As you're painting, the more it actually illuminates, it builds up the exposure. So this was actually 2.5 minute long exposure. People kept moving. That's where, as you look at the actual photograph, you really don't see people because they kind of erase themselves as they keep painting with light. And that's really what the Big Shot overall is.
That's amazing. And we know that this is the final year at the old Highmark. So what is it like for you to be able to be a part of the history there?
Really, it was seeing so many families come out because there were families like, this is my kid's last chance to be at Highmark Stadium because it was free, it was open to the public, it's really a family event. That was the best part about seeing all these families just walk around. They're talking about history because I was running around at different points. They could hear, parents talking like, oh, I saw this where I was sitting when I was at this game. So that was really probably the best part of the day, I would have to say.
Yeah. And what about the students? What did they take away from all this? I'm sure great education, but deeper than that.
Some of them, there was a lot of first-year students that were there this year, as well as juniors, seniors. Really getting to work with the Buffalo Bills photographers, getting to be able to just talk to them like, what is your experience working every day? And then for the first-year students, just being able to learn and be down on the field and see what we can do as a university. How we've gone to Churchill Downs, the Alamo, Highmark Stadium is just another one of those great places we're able to visit.
And it was really cool to see some of the tech. The camera itself, was it like, how many were a part of that?
So the rig on midfield, we joked that was our $300,000 rig. It had 24 Nikon cameras. And what we had to do is, to be able to get every angle, we broke a few rules where we had 6 feet apart each of the cameras. And we worked with a lot of Rochester companies. McRae Industries built the rig for us. It's custom. But that was out so we can actually stitch all the photos to get full 360 degrees. We've never done that before. And the reason we wanted to do that is that way families could say, you know what, I remember sitting at this seat. We captured every seat that was ever in Highmark Stadium. And that was really the big reason for doing that. And then we also had 6 other vantage points at the top of the stadium. That way we could also capture, the far end zone where the tunnel is. You can actually see the new stadium, the old stadium, and the Magic.
Wow. And I love these. I mean, we're pulling up here on the result, I suppose you could say. And it really is magic.
That's the image right there.
Yeah. It's so beautiful. It's, I don't even know what the right word is. Magical, I suppose.
So these alternative views, we weren't sure if they would work or not because normally we point the flash away or flashlights away from it. And this, as you actually see the flashlights moving, it kind of, passing time, memories that occurred there is what everybody was thinking conceptually. So.
And did you have to coach anyone as they're walking around, like, don't run, like, keep a certain pace as they were going?
We had leaders. That's one of the best part was our students became the leaders of each different section, as well as we had some volunteers from SEPA Gallery in Buffalo, New York. So all those different volunteers really helped to ensure that nobody was running around, no horseplay. We had instructional video beforehand because people showed like, what are we going to do?
Yeah.
And without that instructional video, another local company, Home Valley Creative, volunteered their time to create that, which really made it all come together for us. But even pointing when it's pitch dark, don't point the flashlight in people's faces, like fun and silly things. So we had to torment the head of Buffalo Bills photography, Ben Green, in the video. Every student pointed their flashlight in his face, and he was blind for about 5 minutes.
Okay, 2 questions for you real quick. Number one, how many people were involved to make this whole thing happen?
We estimated about 6,500. We have to count how many flashlights were left over, but we were giving out tickets, and we know how many were printed. We'll get an exact number in the next few days. We'll torture the students, have them count the remaining tickets that are left.
Very good. And then my second question, this obviously was a success. Have you ever pulled off one of these projects and you're like, oh shoot, that wasn't what I thought it would be? Or every single time has it been a success?
I didn't think it would be what we got from this one, to be honest.
No way.
Because we broke certain rules with the panorama. I've been having nightmares leading up to it for 3 weeks. The alternative views, we didn't know if these would work. So when we sent them out to everybody last night, because we started processing. So this week we're going to release one, maybe every other day or so. But these alt views, we had no idea how it would work with people pointing the flashlights back. But like I said, just this one, it was big shot magic, as we call it.
And it might be too soon, but how soon do you start planning for the next big shot?
That's where my co-coordinator Dan Hughes and I, what we do is, because normally it's every 2 years, it takes about 2 years to plan. So we're trying to be smart and we're flip-flopping who's in charge. So Dan's already been planning the next one for about 6 to 7 months already.
Wow.
All I can say is now we'll be flying south.
Oh, all
Okay.
right. I like it.
Exciting.
Very good. Eric, thank you so much for your time today. We really, really appreciate it. Are people going to be able to buy these prints or anything like that?
That was one of the most important parts for us. So if people go to rit.edu/bigshot, starting on or after October 20th, you'll be able to purchase prints of the panorama as well as the alternative views. And really because Highmark Stadium belongs to Western New York. And that's why we want to make sure we negotiate with Buffalo Bills that people can purchase this so Highmark can live on for everyone.
Yeah.
Very. Eric, thank you. We appreciate
Thank you
it.
very much.
All information will go over on foxrochester.com.
Stick around. We've got so much more to come here on Arc Rochester.
We're back after this.
On this Monday morning. Thanks so much for staying with us here on Arc Rochester. We're now 18 days away from Halloween, and if you're not yet in the spooky spirit, there's a special exhibit in Livingston County that can help.
Yeah, the Genesee Valley Council on the Arts is hosting a haunted house called Survive the Sanatorium, and it taps into real history. But not only is it the perfect way to get a good scare, it is also benefiting the arts. Here to talk more about it, we have spook specialist Natalie Marino and Nurse Kat joining us this morning. Thank you both.
Thanks for having us.
I feel like we need to address the nurse in the room here. Oh my gosh, you look excellent, and I imagine that you are an employee of the sanatorium. Is that right? Yeah. Okay. All right. Very good. Tell us a little bit about the event.
Yeah, we're really excited. Our building is located on a 1930s tuberculosis sanatorium. So we've transformed the entire thing all the way from our conference rooms back to our museum area. Even my office is currently in the insane asylum.
Oh my goodness.
So where did this idea come from?
Yeah, so we designed the Keep the Arts Alive initiative to do just that, to keep the arts alive in our region at the forefront of our minds. And this is the third event built to sort of sustain GVCA.
Very good. And it might seem silly, but why is it so important to support the arts?
Yeah, of course. I mean, even down to just our scare actors, we want to give artists opportunities. We want to keep entertainment at the forefronts of people's lives, and just give life that little extra, I guess.
So when it comes to building the storyline, for example, as people come in, why was it important to, one, have like a Nurse Cat character, for example?
Yeah, we decided to go with more of like a scripted, actor-driven story rather than the animatronics that you see a lot, because we want to give those opportunities to actors, as well as be true to the history of the building because it is so cool. We actually had a paranormal investigator come to the building on Friday. We stayed there late at night and ran through the building, and it was really spooky.
Did you learn anything that you didn't already know?
Maybe Ghost Bill, we think.
Ghost Bill. Okay.
Possibly.
All right. Okay. Nurse Cat is like, get me to the Ghost Bill. Here, little friend there. I love a good haunted house, and Halloween is my favorite holiday. What is it that sets this apart from, the typical Fright World or anything like that?
Yeah, I think, guests can really expect to be moved upstairs, downstairs, in the basements, and through this like truly paranormal building. I think staying true to the history is really fun and exciting. And then also just the fact that you're supporting arts through Livingston and Monroe County, making it really cool.
And so for anyone who may be a little nervous, it's survived the sanatorium. So what would you say to them? How would you kind of encourage the less scare people?
That's me.
Really?
I don't mind being on the back of it, but I think, go through with a friend. And allow yourself to be entertained.
That's good.
Embrace it.
Excellent. Very good. All right, so this runs October 17th, 18th, 24th, and 25th, yes?
Yes.
And give us the times if you don't mind.
It's from 7 to 11. You can show up, we'll give you a number, and then you'll go through as your number's called.
And Nurse Cat, how many other employees are there in this
I think that's 9.
9. Okay. All right. So, it seems like twists and turns and things hiding all in corners.
Unexpected.
Yeah. Very good. Thank you so much for your time today. We appreciate it. And you're frightening. I'm not gonna lie.
Mission accomplished.
Very good. All of the event information will go over on foxrochester.com if you're interested in Survive the Sanatorium to Save the Arts.
Hey, don't go anywhere. We've got much more to come on ARC Rochester, including when we come back, we're taking a look at some of the stories that have people talking this Monday morning.
And don't forget, watch us on the go wherever you are. We're streaming live on the 13 Wham YouTube channel and on foxrochester.com. We'll be right back. It's time to take a look at some of the stories that are trending today, starting with the question, how far would you go to prove you're an artist's fan?
As you probably heard, Taylor Swift released a new album earlier this month called The Life of a Showgirl. The album has officially broken the record for the biggest first week sales, hitting 3.5 million in just 5 days after the release on October 3rd.
But some people are being a little critical. They're questioning if she deserves that title after she released 34 different versions of the album.
The variations include 27 physical iterations, so 18 CDs, 8 vinyl LPs, and 1 cassette, as well as 7 download variants.
So this isn't the first time that she's done this. Her last album had 36 album variants.
Her own hardcore fans are even questioning the reason for all of these variants.
Some are calling it a cash grab and say it's unfair to fans who can't afford it.
For one person to buy all the physical variations, it would cost $641 without tax or shipping.
Listen, I mean, I have never heard of anybody buying every single one of them because so much of it is repeated.
Yeah.
I know that there are like different little, like, not Easter eggs, but each variant has something that is appealing to different fans. Like, she has the voice memos on some of them, and that's like, it's kind of like the rough draft that is of the songs before they're sent to, you know, any kind of, not an editor, but, you know, it's like what she's practicing in her house or wherever. Some people are really into that.
They are.
And a lot of people see them as like collector's items.
Yeah.
You know? If you don't want it, don't buy it, I guess.
Exactly. But I also remember a time when buying the deluxe album would show that you are like the big fan. But now it's like we have a green vinyl or an orange vinyl or like this signed copy of whatever. And, you know, to a degree, you wonder if things have gone a little bit too far.
Sure.
Because, you know, not everyone can afford that. But again, I don't know. You can show that you're a fan in more ways than just buying different types of discography.
Yeah, you don't have to buy anything. And, you know, it's the great news about social media right now, and there isn't a lot, but, you know, for the most part, you can kind of see some of this stuff that is shared about Taylor Swift and stuff already online.
Yeah.
Like, you know, if you're thinking to yourself, I really want to hear those voice memos, but, you know, I don't have the cash right now, or I'm not going to be able to get my hands on it, you're probably going to be able to find it on social media. Somebody's going to be sharing it.
Yeah, so there's luck.
Yeah, yeah.
We'll turn now to some animal stories, starting with a curious cat that turned what could have been a travel disaster into a perfect adventure.
That was good. All right, so a family from Pennsylvania was getting ready for a road trip off to New Hampshire and to New York City. They had their luggage packed. The kids were all buckled in. They said goodbye to the pets, and they locked up the house. Or so they thought.
Their cat, Ray Ray, chose to invite himself, climb onto the car's roof, and embark on the trip with them.
After 100 miles, the family stopped for gas, and they were pretty shocked when they found Ray Ray sitting atop the van, perfectly fine, and just ready for a little adventure.
He had survived 70 miles per hour, winds, bumps, and highway traffic.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
The family knew they couldn't head back home, so Ray Ray was along for the vacation.
The unexpected adventure even inspired the family to write a children's book series.
Hey, there you go.
Yeah, the first book being called The Cat Who Wouldn't Stray.
You know, I love that. I say so often that I wish I could bring my cat Dexter with me, like everywhere. I don't think Dexter would have wanted to hang on for like 70 mile an hour, speeding, bumps, wind, all of that stuff. He would not be on board. He probably would have dipped long before that.
That is for sure.
But, you know, I think that's awesome. And the children's book that came out of it, that's hilarious.
Yeah, finding inspiration out of what could have been a scary moment.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And you know what? He probably was like, I don't want to hang back with the other animals. Like, I want to go with my people.
Yeah. All right, we'll move on now to a story that teaches a very important lesson. Don't take folklore as fact.
All right, so an 82-year-old woman in China was hospitalized after swallowing 8 live frogs, hoping to ease her persistent lower back pain.
According to doctors, the woman was experiencing severe pain from a herniated disc.
Yeah, so she said she was just following ancient folklore, claiming that eating live frogs could help treat aches and pains.
How does one? Like, I can't imagine. They might be hard to catch, number one.
Yeah, well, she actually had to ask her family for help in catching the frogs, but she didn't tell them why she needed them. She just said, hey, a little scavenger hunt. Go find me some frogs. She consumed 3 of them right away, and then the remaining 5 the next day.
Soon after, the woman began to develop abdominal pain and was sent to the hospital, where she eventually disclosed what she did.
Yeah, the doctor said she developed a severe parasitic infection that left her unable to walk.
Oh my goodness. Thankfully, the doctors were able to treat the woman, and she was discharged after 2 weeks.
2 weeks in the hospital. And you know what the worst part is? Her back pain probably is like worse than ever after sitting in that hospital bed.
Yeah.
You know, they were alive when she ate them. It's really, I would be throwing up like crazy. The texture, the slime.
Yeah.
Sorry, couldn't do it. Yeah, we have
couldn't do
people
it.
laughing in here. Listen,
Do you guys have a folklore that you guys know of, like a ancient myth or something you were told as a young kid that you still follow to this day?
like, what do you mean?
Like when you're sick, is there a remedy that you do and use that's not necessarily like doctor prescribed?
No.
I don't.
For mine, for instance, mine is like rubbing Vicks
Oh,
on like
sure.
my feet and putting socks on.
Absolutely.
When I'm really sick.
Yeah, I do that all the time.
There was a good one that I had just thought of. Oh my goodness. It's escaping me. But usually when I'm sick, my sister is a very holistic person. So she likes to go for like the natural remedies, like ginger, for example, having that. But there was a really good one that is escaping me. And I can't put my finger on it.
I don't know. Listen, I am the worst because I will like Aleve. They might as well sponsor me at this point. If I like had back pain, I'd be. If they said
It's really
eat some live frogs, I would say I'm not on board with this. This is absolutely crazy. Well, I can't really think of any.
remember mine.
Oh, what is it?
So I feel like it's a myth.
Okay.
But coffee stunting your growth.
Oh, okay.
I feel like that was one that I really subscribed to growing up. I mean, obviously now I'm done with the growing. So have as many cups as I want. But yeah, growing up, I would stay away from coffee because I was like, I gotta be taller than this.
Yeah.
And then I didn't end up getting taller.
That sounds like something that Liz Bonus would do a story on. Does
Yeah.
coffee really stunt your growth? Are carrots actually good for your eyes?
Yeah.
All of that stuff. You know, I don't know if this is like a folklore or anything, but you know, when you're waiting for a snow day, you put the spoon under your pillow.
We had a little regimen that we would do. So in middle school, she no longer works as a French teacher. I think she's now doing like, I don't even know how to call it, but like
Okay.
spiritual realm of things. So she would say, turn your like pajamas inside out, but also there would be this little like symbol in her room. Like it was just this like gnome. It was just an old gnome type figure. And we would like say something in French to it.
Okay.
And one day we did get a snow day.
Well,
So-
it was bound to happen sooner or later,
Right.
right? Oh my gosh. All right. Time right now is 9:46. When Arc Rochester returns this morning, we're looking ahead to a very special upcoming volleyball game. They're going all pink.
We'll tell you more coming up after this. October is Breast Cancer Awareness Month, and the Bloomfield Central School District is honoring some of their survivors in a special way tomorrow night.
Yeah, the varsity and junior varsity volleyball team is hosting a Pink Out Night. It's honoring 6 teachers who have survived breast cancer, and they're raising funds to help others.
This morning, we are joined by breast cancer survivor Nicole Sterner, head coach Mark Robinson, and senior players Callum McCombs and Kayla Linderman. Good morning to all of you.
Good morning. And you guys brought some other friends with you as well. And you're all decked out in your pink, which is excellent. So excited to have you guys in today. Let's get right into it. Tell us about the Pink Out Night, any of you.
Tomorrow night we're doing a Pink Out event in order to raise money and awareness for breast cancer.
Yeah, and it's really important. Nicole, for you, for example, what is it like to be able to honor not only survivors like you, but also, do it as a team?
I appreciate the time that I get to spend with the girls in this event, and I'm looking forward to celebrating being a survivor and being able to support others that are gonna eventually, if this happens to them, I can be there for them too.
And we always talk about how early detection really does save lives, especially with breast cancer. Tell us a little bit, if you don't mind, about your journey and how you're doing now.
Yep. In April of 2021, I realized that something was wrong, so I went to my primary care doctor, who encouraged me to get a mammogram right away. I was only 37. So I had a mammogram at Elizabeth Wendy, and they did a biopsy, and I was diagnosed with cancer.
And how are you doing now?
I'm a survivor, and I am cancer-free, and it's great.
We're very happy to hear that.
Congratulations.
Yeah.
And I also want to ask, when it comes to an event like this and making sure that other survivors, get that recognition as well, what does it mean for all of you, if you want to share, to be able to bring that recognition to them?
Well, it wasn't just 6 teachers. It actually, our modified volleyball coach is one of the 6 survivors, right? And so for the last 2 years, our program has raised funds for childhood cancer in September, because September is Childhood Cancer Awareness Month. And we had a teammate and an alum who was a childhood cancer survivor. So this year, we looked at our modified coach, Melanie Cody, and then 5 other teachers in the district, and we decided to move it to October. And it's just a big deal for all of our girls to be able to honor the teachers that put all their time into what we do, and then just bring them in for one night to try to honor what they do. But all of the money and the funds that we raise will go towards awareness, early detection, and then for treatment and for research. So we're donating money to the Breast Cancer Coalition of Rochester, to Embrace Your Sisters, and to the Elizabeth Wendy Foundation.
And we just had Embrace Your Sisters on the other day to talk a little bit about all the amazing work they do for women in our area, giving them the support that they need, because it really is something that you can't do alone. You need an army behind you, right? For you two, seniors, getting ready for, I'm sure, a very emotional game. What does it mean to you to be taking part in all this?
Well, I'm really excited to have this opportunity because, like Coach said, in the past we've done it for childhood cancer, and now recognizing teachers that I've had in the past who I didn't really know about this, it's kind of going to be a special game for everyone.
I think it's just a good opportunity for our school district to really come together, and it'll be like fun to see everyone interact with each other and raise money for something that means a lot to us.
And I want to make sure everyone else can kind of share how they're feeling. If you have like a thumbs up or a thumbs to the side about what's going on about this event that's coming up, if you could share just a little bit so we can make sure you're looking pretty good.
And it really is a community event. So our JV team, our varsity team, our modified coach that we mentioned, and then we were playing against the Newark School District. And the Newark is also, they've bought in, and they're bringing their pink shirts and their awareness. So it's going to be a night of festivities and fun. We're doing some events and some fundraisers the girls can tell you about.
Yeah, so we're doing a 50-50 raffle, and then we have people who have donated, or sponsors have donated baskets, and then it's like a raffle for those. And then we also have our flamingo game.
Tell us about that.
Do you want to talk about that?
Yeah, I can. So you can purchase a rubber duck, and then in between sets, you can throw the rubber duck into a flamingo floaty, and then if you make it in the duck, you win the floaty.
Oh, okay. All right, very good. Hey, thank you all so much for coming in today. We certainly appreciate it, and we do appreciate all of the work that's being done with breast cancer research and supporting women in those with cancer in our community. For somebody interested in going to the game, when, where, how do they get tickets? And what if they just want to support the cause? Maybe they can't make it to the game.
Right, so there's donations at the door. The match is Tuesday night. The JV game starts at 5, so we're asking people to arrive by 4:45. The festivities and games are between the JV match and the varsity match. Varsity typically starts around 6:30. So and then again, as the girls mentioned, the flamingo toss will happen in between sets of the varsity match. But we'll have the fundraisers at the door. There's no admission, so whatever you bring, you can donate into the 50/50 or to the baskets that you can win in the raffles. And then if you'd just like to make a donation, any of the ones we talked about, the Breast Cancer Coalition of Rochester, Elizabeth Wendy, or Embrace Your Sisters, take donations online.
Very good. Thank you all so much. We really appreciate it.
Thank you for having us.
Hey, don't go anywhere. When ARC Rochester returns, it's this morning's Final Thoughts.
We're back after this. Another Monday in the books. Thanks so much for hanging out with us this morning on ARC Rochester. Don't forget Bills game tonight, 7 o'clock. You're going to want to tune in for that. And all in all, great morning.
Exactly. Happy holiday off for anybody who is out there right now. Thanks for joining us here on ARC Rochester. And don't forget that we're going to be back here tomorrow. So be sure to join us again tomorrow morning, starting at 4:57 over on 13 WHAM ABC.
Yeah, much more live local news coming up later today. 13 WHAM News at midday. See you then.